Hello, welcome to my presentation. This is the final report for long-term maintenance factors uh, for designing interior green living wall in senior housing, prepared by student Sara Alamro. Executive Summary. The purpose of this report is to present the long-term maintenance factors for designing interior green living walls in senior housing projects in Canada. The main body of this report discusses the main features of the green living wall, explains different types of living wall system, the advantages and benefits of using green wall in housing building, focused on urban city and reflection on using green living wall in a senior housing building in Canada. This technical report also focuses on the most common parts of the green living wall component and its maintenance on the long term, followed by examples of recommended maintenance company to ensure the efficiency and sustainability of the green living wall. The picture is for the green wall in Centennial College. Introduction. A comfortable and healthy environment is the most desired thing for people, and it is essential to be provided in senior residential housing, for the huge benefits and the great impact for the physical health and mental health of senior. So it could be not easy to achieve because of the fast industrialization, urbanization, and growing population around the world, which is creating many problems that lead to environmental complications, for example, air pollution, urban heat island, health problems, and imbalance of the environment. So the environment difficulties are usually caused by using highly artificial treated materials such as concrete and prefabricated materials that is new to the environment and used to replace the natural vegetation and organic materials in a massive way as a response to the increase of population, and that can increase the issue in the future. Therefore, when designing for sustainable future comes the role of the architecture to determine the sustainable materials that are sustainable and environmentally friendly to ensure that these environmental issues will not increase rapidly in the future. Green wall considered as a great sustainable solution to increase vegetations in high building and residential building in the city. It is not only considered as a new solution for better environment, but it can also provide insulation and shading to the building, and also reduce the pollution in the air, reduce the noise, and save energy, and also works as a visual element to improve the interior views in the building, especially for seniors. In the green wall aspect, growing medium is arranged in a vertical way to be as a part of the wall component. So green wall, or as it's known also as living wall system, required a complicated system to support the vertical vegetation in the wall and to maintain sustainability, which will need regular maintenance program to ensure sustainability and cost efficiency of the green wall. Discussion. In order to understand the green wall system and explore the important factors needed to achieve proper maintenance for sustainable green wall, we need to observe the main difference between the green wall types. In the paper of thermal-regulation performance of green living wall and building, published in Innovation and Technology for a Built Environment in 2013, the author indicated that green wall, green facade, living wall, vertical green, and vertical gardens are common terms that are utilized to describe all types of vegetated wall surfaces. According to this article, the growing procedure determines the type of the green wall and its classification, and depending on that, there are two main categories: support and carrier. where the support system use the structures to back up vegetation escalating, and while the carrier system are set up on the perpendicular surface with the medium. The support system are usually termed as green facade, and the carrier are named living wall. So this is an example of a vertical greening categories, and some examples like variant types of a green living wall. For example, we have direct green facade and indirect green facade, indirect green facade with a planter box, and indirect green facade as a double skin. We also have continuous living wall and modular living wall. Living wall types. So we have three types of walls to begin with, which is the first one is the panel system. The panel system combined of rectangular panels that have growing material to support the panel, support the plant. Water is provided to the plant through an irrigation system along the wall. This type of system can applied on both outdoor and indoor walls, and it's also used pre-grown plants. Felt system. So this system, in this system, which is considered as a thin system, even though it contains many layers. On this system, there is limitation on using specific types of planets, as high planets might not be supported due to the thin mat. On a felt system, a waterproof membrane should be installed between the surface of the wall and the mat to ensure dryness of the wall and provide needed water for plants. Water is provided in the system using irrigation system, starting from top to bottom of the wall. The third type is the container system. Container system provide containers that carry plants that can climb on the wall, using drip lines to provide controlled watering for the vegetation. This is the figure 1, the structure of the three generic living wall system according to the source drawing by M. Mary. Advantages of the green living wall. The green living wall has many benefits that reflect on the interior and exterior of a building, which will enhance the urban city. According to Hall and Zing, in their research article 2013, green wall benefits include environmentally, socially, and economically benefits, and these benefits depend on the different issues such as density and thickness of the leaf, type of plant species, the condition and the climate of the site, and other factors. So this table is discussing the environmentally, the socially, and the economically advantages. For the environmentally, the advantages is decrease urban heat island impact and minimize the microclimate. And absorbing pollution and controlling the intensity of CO2 helps improve both the outdoor and indoor quality. It's also environmentally advantages. It's by raising the biodiversity and enhance the environment. Socially, the advantages are compromise aesthetic amount in urban environments, develop human health and mental health, and improve public places, and also enhance identity of building. When speaking about economically, the increase it will increase energy and increase energy efficiency due to the better insulation and shading. It also protect building structure and decrease noise, and also improve property values. Maintenance of living wall. Maintenance considered as one of the most important and challenging factors in keeping the green wall sustainable and effective. It is essential to provide sustainable care for the green living wall to ensure sustainability and efficiency for the long term. When discussing maintenance factors for the long term, many steps need to be considered, such as accessibility of the wall, the regular care provided by professionals, the regular fertilization and irrigation system, like providing effective maintenance keep will help green living wall system be in a regular check, keep vegetation in a good health, continues the intended aesthetic of the wall, and reduce the cost of the annual maintenance cost. So in Ansari 2021, in his latest research article, Living Wall System in Building Design, Trends and Vegetation Integration, Ansari emphasizes on the role of selecting the right planets and the most influential factors that shapes the amount of maintenance of the green living wall that will be needed in the future. For instance, selecting annual plants may not need extensive care yet need to be replaced annually. On the other hand, choosing perennial planets will need such maintenance in the long term. Deciding the type of green living wall is another influencing factor for maintenance. The maintenance of the living wall mainly consists of pruning and grooming of plants, growing medium moisture level check, pests and diseases inspection, fertilizing the planet, inspection of living wall system, component, and checking irrigation system. The green living wall must be inspected twice a month at least, according to Ansari. Component of living wall. So this is a picture showing us like a typical green wall component. So the first layer is about support system. The second layer is a waterproof backing board. The third layer is the drainage layer. The fourth is a drip line, and then the fifth is a growing medium. The sixth layer is a panel box, and the seventh one is planets, and the last one is a getter. Living wall irrigation system. So the irrigation system of the living wall may vary depending on the green living wall component. In the research article of Ansari, he emphasized that the water may dry off easily in matte or sheet media due to the vertical wall. Using an improved system and modern automated irrigation panels in the green living wall will provide an efficient irrigation system during the year, reduce the cost of maintenance needed on the long term, and ensure that the vegetation received the moisture needed to grow medium. The moisture required to be provided for the plants also depends on the weather condition, species of plants, and the wall orientation. It consists of different elements that come collectively to make functional system. A waterproof backing is necessary to protect the building facade from wetness. Water from a pump contained by a regulator is sent to capital pipes which spread out to the secondary pipe. Secondary pipes are linked to the drip lines that are placed horizontally in the vertical planets at regular intervals for uniform distribution of water. Drip lines bring the water to growing medium near to the roots of plants to minimize the evaporation. In some cases, water is injected with nutrients. The extra runoffs of water is piled up in the gutter at the bottom of the living wall system and sent back to the water tank so we can use it as needed. This is a picture of a sectional detail of a panel system of a living wall according to Ansari. So here you can also see the drain or as named gutter can also be placed in the bottom of the living wall to combine the extra water and to return it back to tank and to use it again when it's needed. Recommendations. As an example of a well-known maintenance company, JSKY Plant System, founded in 2004, this system it's a leading provider of a vertical living green wall in North America, Europe, Australia, and Middle East, which is considered as a global industry leader in the design and production of interior and exterior green living wall. Highlights its industry-leading maintenance program for Versa Wall Living Green Wall System. So this system, GSKY, provides an industry-leading comprehensive 3-point maintenance program with hardware coverage with 1 year wall specification after setting up and available after that period ends. So this system includes in their program regularly professionals visit to the green living wall to ensure the continuous efficiency, such as providing healthy planet's level of the healthy planet to check the level of the moisture and functionality of the system. With the only planet guarantee in the industry, this system replaces any plant that is not healthy according to them. So GSKY also provide irrigation maintenance services, as irrigation is one of the most essential factors for the sustainability of the green wall. Therefore, irrigation system and drainage system are maintained in the system. So furthermore, the wall component like tanks, trays, filters, and fasteners are also inspected and cleaned by GSKY specialists. So they are providing the service of trained technicians, performs occasional lighting reviews, adjusting timers and fixtures when required to guarantee plants obtain adequate the light. Conclusion. So the growing population and the rapid urbanization are increasing around the world, and that led to the use of infrastructure and the decrease to use of sustainable and environmentally friendly materials. When designing our building that affect the future of the coming generation, comes the role of the architecture designer in deciding the accurate materials and solution that is considered sustainable, especially when designing senior housing. Green living wall is not a new concept nowadays, yet it is not used in accurate way due to the many factors such as the lack of knowledge when installing the system or the lack of maintenance on the long term. Furthermore, it is very important to understand the main concept of the green living wall, the wall system component of the green living wall, and the importance of regular maintenance and inspection to ensure the efficiency and sustainability of the green living wall. Therefore, it is essential to provide regular maintenance program with a trusted maintenance company with expert specialists to provide proper care for plants and ensure that the green living wall is sustainable and efficient for the long term. Thank you for watching.